Hi, happy Wednesday. It's me, Debbie Z, owner of Zibu Angelic Symbols. I'm excited to be here tonight. I was just looking to see if Gracie was going to join me, but I'm not sure she is. I'm going to wait for a little bit and let you folks join me. Thank you for waiting for me. It took me a little bit to get it together here. Let me see who's going to be joining tonight. Gracie, are you going to be here? Yes, Gracie's here. Gracie, are we going to see Irma? Is that who's going to be here? It is. Look, Irma's here. Do you see her? See her name? Gracie sometimes gives me that blank look, the big-eyed blank look. Hi, little puppy. Thank you for being here. She has her little bed, her little blanket nest behind me, and that's where she curls up while I'm doing my Facebook Live. So Irma, I'm happy that you're here. I'm always happy to see you. I don't actually get to see you, but I get to see your name. So I hope we have some more folks who are joining us. Let me see. Noreen is here. I'm glad to see you. Thanks for making time to hang out with us. And Linda. Linda Hill says hi. Oh my gosh. This is great. The weather is turning out really nice here today. It's been kind of chilly. I mean, not like the rest of the United States. It's been just a little bit cooler here. So when I leave to do an errand, I always grab my sweatshirt, put that on, zip front sweatshirt. I got ready to grab it as I went for errands this afternoon and realized it's 88 degrees outside. It's sunny and it's gorgeous. It's going to taper off to be in the 70s, but what a wonderful surprise. I always need to talk about the weather. I think it's, oh, look, the who's behind me over here. Oopsie. Gracie. Gracie's in the background. There she is. Hi, little puppy. What are you doing? Who knows what she's doing? When she's quiet, that's when I'm worried. Kind of like a 2-year-old. If you don't hear the 2-year-old, they're getting into trouble. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for making time to be here tonight. I need to turn on the fan. It's getting kind of warm in here, so I'll be right back. Cool air. There we go. There we are. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you. Chris Johnson is here. Chris, I'm happy to see you. She says hi, Deb and Gracie. I like it when Gracie is part of the show. I like it when Gracie is close by. She's just such a sweet little companion. I include her in a lot of things. So it's great when she's here. Well, I'm glad that you're here and I get to talk about fluidity tonight. I'm not wearing fluidity jewelry. I don't have any fluidity. I'm not sure that may be one of the symbols that I haven't created jewelry in the shapes of before. I don't know why it just hasn't come up, but it very clearly was the theme. As I was thinking about today, I was thinking about, so what do you want me to talk about? And I didn't hear anything for a while, and then it just popped through. It's like fluidity, fluidity. So I got some beautiful messages to go with that one. I just wanted to invite you to like, comment, and share. On the bottom of the screen, there's like, comment, and share. There's little buttons that you can click on. And when you do that, it allows me to reach more people to share these angelic messages. And I would love to be able to have more people receive this angelic guidance and this information. So if you feel guided to do that, I invite you to, and I say thank you very much. I have to tell you, I was thinking today about symbology in general, and how symbols can be used, not just the angelic symbols, but any symbol can be used to transmit a message that does not have to be spoken. It's in high school, I took shorthand, and that came to me really easy. Oh my gosh, I was the student in class that picked up shorthand right away. It was just so easy. And hi, Anita. I'm glad that you're here. I picked up shorthand really quickly. They showed me, the instructor would draw the symbol on the blackboard, and I just memorized it instantly. It just came so easy to me, and I think that was part of the preparation for getting the angelic symbols. The idea of communicating with a symbol to represent a concept or a word. But then I've also been interested in all things Egyptian. For years, I found Egyptian things just fascinating. And then the hieroglyphs, where they write the symbols and the pictures, maybe they're not called symbols. Well, they're called hieroglyphs, but they're written from top to bottom, like rows, or columns of these symbols or images of birds or shapes or whatever it is. That I think is fascinating. So today I went to the gym this morning, and then I thought, I want to go out and have an adventure before I get back home and start working. And I felt guided to go to this place where there are metal sculptures, and there's a lot of artwork from Mexico. And so I just wandered around. It was very colorful. They've got these beautiful metal sculptures of, well, there's a lot of cactus theme, um, and quail and sun, like mandalas that you can, metal art that you can hang on the side of your house or in a room. Um, but I loved being there. I loved feeling the inspiration. And they even took spray paint, enamel spray paint, and spray painted these kind of rustic looking um, pieces. And they were really vibrant and really fun. So I walked through there, and I found a piece that I really liked. It just really called to me. And it was a symbol. And it was a symbol that looked familiar. So I asked the woman, "What is this?" It's the symbol that represents the sun. And it's a Zia symbol, Zia sun symbol. Let me write it, what I'm trying to say here. Zia, Z-I-A. I love that it started with a Z, of course, like Zibu, like Z, my middle initial. And it's a shape that looks like this. This is the symbol for the sun. And the Zia is um, a branch of the Pueblo community, and they are from the Four Corners of the Southwest. And the Four Corners are, I have to look down here, it's Arizona, where I am, New Mexico, um, Utah, and Colorado. And on the map of the United States, those four states come together. And I haven't been there, but apparently you can stand in all four states at one time, or put your two hands in two states and your 2 feet in the other two states, or you can lay flat. There's some kind of monument or something there to identify that this is the Four Corners. So that's where this branch of the Pueblo come from. And their symbol for the sun is this one that I showed you. And I found a metal sculpture that was a take. It was not exactly the way it was intended to be. There were there's four lines that come up, four lines that go down this way and this way. And my first thought was it's north, south, east, and west. The woman said she couldn't give me all the details, but when I got home, I started looking it up. And it's about, Gracie thinks she needs to bark. Gracie, come here. That little stinker. So I looked it up online. I thought it was fascinating. So there are four lines that go up, four lines that go down, one direction and another direction. And the significance is it represents the four cardinal directions, north, south, east, west. But it also, because there's four, and four is a significant number for them. It's a sacred number for that tribe. And so it also represents the four seasons, winter, summer, spring, fall, and the four periods of each day. morning, noon, evening, and night. Also, the four seasons of life: childhood, youth, middle years, and old age. In the center is the circle, and that represents the circle of life. I found it fascinating, and I really wanted to buy that, but I didn't. It was like, I don't know, $150, I think, $150 or $180. So I didn't need to buy it, but it offered me some inspiration. So when I came home, I started drawing it, and I can see it as I work with spirals a lot with the angelic symbols. So I can see a spiral, and I've got some really large gauge copper wire that I've been holding on to. Someone gave it to me. I haven't known what to do with it, but I thought, oh, I need to take that large gauge. I mean, it's really large gauge. I don't know where it is right now, but I started seeing my own version of this and how I can wire wrap and use this large gauge wire. And then I went to Michael's and I got this. It's a wreath. I mean, it's intended so you can make a wreath out of it, wire or glue, greenery and flowers or whatever you want to put on it. I looked at that and I thought, I can imagine the wires coming out from here, the copper wires, and wire wrapping them onto here. I've got lots of wire here. And in the middle of this, having a great big spiral. So we'll see what ends. Sometimes I have grand ideas in my head, and it doesn't always come to fruition. It doesn't always go the way I intend it. But I'm going to give it a try, and I may do that after I'm finished with this Facebook Live. I just noticed. Let's see. Oh, so Anita, you like, commented, and shared. Thank you very much. And Chris Johnson, thank you so much. Candy May is here. This is Chris's cousin. Um, oh, and now here's the message. They're talking to each other. Hello, sweet cousin. Hello, beautiful cousin. I love it. This is community in more ways than one. So anyway, I was talking about this symbol. I am so excited about trying something new. I make jewelry as for a living, but it's also important that I try new things and do something just for me, like for my own artistic expression, my own creativity. But I had to share that to you. I just think it's fascinating, the whole idea of communicating without words. And when the angels communicate to me, sometimes I will hear words, but other times it's a download. I like to call it a download. I know other people use that phrase as well. It's almost like a bubble. To me, it looks like a bubble of information. It's like a concept, and it's a download, and I get it, and then I interpret what I've received. I don't know if any of you can relate to that, but I like that phrase that it's a download. So I'm going to be talking about fluidity tonight. I know the first part was not about angels, but I had to share it because it was so exciting. So I'm going to talk about fluidity. That's the message that kept coming to me throughout the day, and I was getting an image of a river flowing, and the idea of being fluid so that you can navigate or flow with ease and with grace. So let me show you what the symbol looks like. I'll draw that back here. I have to look at it again. Oh, that's right. There. I think that's it. Yep. I love this. This is fluidity, so it's dripping water down the screen. So that's what the symbol looks like. That's how you draw it. Here it is in the book. Did I get it right? Yes. You're welcome. Oh, Treva is here. Happy, happy, happy. Glad you're here. It is fascinating, isn't it, Anita? I was hoping I wasn't going off on a tangent that didn't interest you folks, but it's and Noreen, I love that. I collect symbolism of all kinds. So thanks for sharing. Good. I love hearing that. I get really excited about it. The whole idea. I haven't gone to the caves. There are apparently caves all over the place, or places in Arizona specifically where you can see these carvings on the walls. And the fact that they've lasted as long as they have that also is fascinating. So here's the symbol for fluidity. And the message, this is the message that's in my book, Zibu, the Power of Angelic Symbology. Um, I love this message. Fluidity has to do with rolling from the old situations into the new ones that lay ahead. Your willingness to be fluid and flow with ease to the new will serve you well. Let go of past disappointments and see joy in the new. Fluidity is a beautiful quality. It leaves rigidity behind. It opens you up to new expressions. Fluidity is flexible. It flows with grace and ease. And then they showed me this image when I did this channeling in 2007. They showed me the image of a river. So they said, let go of the sides of the river and immerse yourself in the middle. The energy of the river will sustain you and carry you to all things good. Let go of your tight grip in order to experience fluidity and celebrate the fullness and richness of life. So I liked that message because to me, it paints a very clear picture of letting go of the tight need to control, of being rigid and saying, nope, this is the way I've always done it. This is the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to muscle my way through this situation. And when we do that, we limit the possibilities because we're contracting, we're holding on tight. We want to try to control an outcome. And can you imagine if you were floating in a river and you're going down the river, but you don't want to go that fast. You don't want to go that direction. Imagine grabbing at the grasses or the branches at the side of the river, trying to hold on to those. It's like, no, that's too fast. I'm not sure I want to go that direction. When you let go and move to the center where there's a nice flow, a nice rhythm, that you can go with the flow. It'll be so much easier. You can do things with grace and with ease. I like that image about letting go and going with the flow. And just saying going with the flow, just that alone conjures up that image of grace and ease. Earlier today, I saw a leaf falling from a tree. In my mind, I saw a leaf falling from a tree and landing on a river. Or even a stream, and having it just float effortlessly. It's floating on the surface and it's just going, going, going. So I saw that and the idea of how much easier it can be than when we get in our own way. Because quite often the obstacles that are in our pathway end up being ourselves. We're the ones tripping ourselves up or creating obstacles, whether they're perceived or real. Does any of this make sense to you? What do you folks think? The idea of going with the flow. I mean, it's a phrase that we use, but when you think about it in this way, referring to the symbol, and the symbol represents this concept or this energy. In my book, there's a story with each one of the 88 symbols, and let me read this to you because I thought it was fascinating. I made this. Oh, I did make this as a piece of jewelry for someone, but it was quite a long time ago. And so this symbol appeared as a woman's request for a custom necklace. And I enjoyed the way the symbol came through with a repeating reference to water flowing like a river. And it created an interesting visual image. So I made this necklace for the woman. I think it was even on a long leather cord it was a long chain. And so she wore it around her neck. Well, when she returned, this is when I lived in the Pacific Northwest. So this woman returned from a trip to the mountains in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. And she shared this story with me. And this has been a while. That's why I'm reading it from the book. She and her friend were taking in the scenery when both of them felt compelled to take a dip in the icy cold mountain river. She was disappointed later to discover that her symbol for fluidity came apart from the necklace. Oh, that's right, it came apart from the necklace and it washed away in the river. And we both laughed at the irony of that the symbol for fluidity actually flowed down the river, and it came off, the necklace didn't come off. It came off of the chain, which that doesn't usually happen. The angels reassured me that this was a sign that her work with the first symbol was complete and she was ready for a new symbol. And I know some people get the symbols tattooed and they'll never go out of style or not carry an appropriate meaning, but sometimes people get a new symbol to work with, and that's what it was in her case. But I loved the water reference that she decided to jump in the river, it washed away. Yeah, I think that's a pretty cool symbol. I have allergies, so excuse me, I haven't sneezed, but there's a lot blooming right now. I don't know if any of the others of you are experiencing that. Let's see if there's any more comments. Let's see. So, what else did you want to share with me? Did you like that story? I thought it was interesting. I mean, that happened to be the symbol that she had. I'm wearing one of my necklaces tonight. I'm having a little trouble here. Yeah, wearing the symbol for truth. Oh, truth. Oh, are you having heavy pollen in Florida? Oh my gosh. When I went to the store to get that wreath for me to work on, I was wearing my mask, but still I kept sneezing into you're supposed to sneeze into the corner of your arm. I kept sneezing. I was sure everyone in the store could hear me. Treva, you're learning this every day to go with the flow. And are you discovering that it makes it easier than like the salmon in Pacific Northwest swimming upstream to spawn? I mean, they're going against the flow. And Anita, you're having bad allergies as well. Anita, where do you live? What part of the world are you in? I guess we're all having allergies. There's even emoji for that one, right? I'm blowing the nose. You like the story, Noreen? I thought it was pretty interesting, and I like it when my customers, my clients, come back to me to share the story. Yeah, the allergy season. And so I do want to. It does go easier. Treva's saying, oh, most definitely, it does go easier when you go with the flow. I know you've been working so hard, Treva. You're a very hard worker, but there's also a lot to do. I know. I know. So much better going with the flow. And I'm not giving you messages saying it's only for you. The messages are for me as well. I get in my own way and I think, I'm going to muscle through this and I'm going to make this happen. And then when I can release my tight grip on trying to control a situation, I find every single time what ends up happening is something even better than what I could have imagined. And the journey is so much more enjoyable instead of feeling battered and feeling like, and it takes less energy that way too. So Anita, you're in California. Okay, so we all have some allergies going on, a lot of pollen. I did want to say, where's my other little note? I write little notes for myself before I get started. I noticed that a bunch of you, I'm going to channel a message in just a moment. I get that that's what they want to bring through. But I noticed a lot of you have gone to the Etsy store a week ago. Let's see, last Sunday, I shared a code that would give you 20% off anything and everything in my online store. And I haven't written it out. I haven't posted it. Becky is here. Hi. The code I'm only announcing within the video. So for those of you who are here or those who watch the video later, the code to save 20% off is LOVE20. Like, wouldn't you love to have 20% off, 20% savings on one item or a bunch of items? It's a great time to buy a more expensive piece of jewelry or a piece of jewelry you've been looking at. It's a great time to have some one-of-a-kind things. It would be a good time to get one of those if you've been looking at it. My deck of cards, it's 90 cards in here, so it's a big deck. This is an ideal time to get 20% off and get your deck of cards. But I also have, here's one of the things in my store. It's this box that I've sanded and painted. It's got, what does it have? Red jasper on here. And the symbols down the middle, this is my artwork, is tranquility, balance, and serenity. So this is the artwork under the glass on top. This box is perfect to put the deck of cards in. They don't come together, but if you already have the deck or you want to get the deck, this is a great way to use it. This is my last box. I did several in a series. This is the last one. So I was just going to show you a few of the things. Oh, thank you. Triva, especially with work being an essential grocery store worker, having never closed, we have had to deal with a lot of struggles. So it just helps to say, okay, angels, I know you got me. Let's do this. That is a great attitude, Triva. I know that you are such a hard worker, and I know there have been a lot of challenges for you. So I am grateful as well. Anita says, sending positive energy and love and light your way. Thank you for your service. That was very kind of you, Anita. And Becky, lots of hearts. Oh, that's right. Becky's saying, that's what I did. I'm so excited to have acquired the beautiful piece that you wore last Sunday. Yeah, I wore another version of this, but it had green aventurine in it. I wore it and then I took a picture of it afterwards. And Becky said the minute she saw it, she knew she wanted it. Yep, that's mine. And there was only one. This one is the version that has turquoise in it. I just love turquoise. I loved turquoise before I came to the Southwest, but I like it even more. So you love the box. I may have to do some more. It was a fun project to do and to feature my artwork on top. Yeah, Becky, your items are on the way. Your item is on the way. Replying to Triva. Oh, thank you, and really my pleasure. And yes, it's trying in a lot of ways, but again, it's humbling and rewarding to be able to help and capable to do this. Ah, I love the conversations that we have within the community. I say this each time. I so value and love my Zibu community, our Zibu community. This seems to attract really kind-hearted people, people who are compassionate and kind and caring about other people. So I think that's wonderful. So I just had to share about that. Let me go back to the fluidity because it feels like there's a message that the angels would like to bring through. And Anita, have you? Oh, Akashana. Oh, I look great. Wow, thank you. um, so I get that there's a message about fluidity that the angels would like to bring through. Um, I'm going to drink some water first. Okay, what do you want to share? Is this a spoken message about fluidity? Do you like to share and speak through me? Yes. Dearest ones, we take great delight in bringing you this inspiration about the properties of fluidity and the benefits thereof. We offer you this symbol as a touchstone to tap into the energy we offer you at this time. Please know that when you are unable to get to that space on your own, that you may tap into the energy contained within this symbol. It is truly an oasis that will allow you to connect effortlessly with this gentle reminder, just as the images of floating down a river. We invite you to take time to savor how this energy feels. And as you do so, you are given a taste of this experience. You can train yourself to tap into this even without the symbol, but the symbol acts as a jump start to assist you in experiencing this so that you may recreate this on your own. It truly is an effortless place to reside, and we invite you to experiment and see what your experiences are like when you do so, especially in the beginning when you may compare your previous experiences to the newfound way of going with the flow, as you say. This is intended to simplify matters for you and allow you to get to your next destination through an enjoyable journey. We see you being able to bounce off of obstacles or navigate around obstacles much more easily than fighting the current. Please know that you have the opportunity to glide to your next experience by tapping into this energy for fluidity. Mm, Um, what we offer you is a password or a visual cue of the energy that is desired, and we offer it uh, to you for your experimentation. Please know that all of the symbols, all of the energy that we bring to you is extremely high vibrational. Every symbol, every meaning, all of the energies are always the highest vibrational. All that we bring to you surrounded with love and surrounded with light. For all of this, we do say thank you for listening. We are most grateful. I kept my eyes open this time, hoping that it would help keep me a little bit grounded because usually my eyes are closed and I just drift way, way out there. So I was able to be more present and listen to what I was saying as well. So it sounded like that message was much like what was um, written in the book and what I've heard before. Um, so did that message make sense to you? Did that add more to the message that I already shared? Um, Becky says, how's my mouth now? How's your mouth now that you've had a few days to recover? Oh my gosh. so much better. I did a Facebook Live last Wednesday, and that morning and afternoon, I had spent 3 hours. It felt like 3 days, 3 hours in the dentist chair, and I had a root canal where they dig and dig and dig. Oh my gosh, I don't like going to the dentist in the first place, but I thought, oh, it's just a root canal. Come on, how hard could it be? Um, so I went to that, and then in the evening I did the Facebook Live. I probably shouldn't have, because um, that was tough. I couldn't channel. I was just a little bit loopy still. Um, and the next day I thought, oh, I'll go to the gym. I'll just, hop out of bed in the morning, go to the gym. I woke up in the morning and my whole face hurt, and it just felt like a lot of pressure. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to cut. I cleared off my schedule for the day. I didn't go to the gym, and I rested up. I woke up Friday and thought, all right, I'm going to go to the gym. I woke up and thought, nope, not a gym day. It's a rest day. So that by this morning I woke up, and one of my friends sent me some Reiki, and that I could just feel that wash over me. And I can do Reiki as well. I don't know why I didn't think of Reikiing myself to Reiki my face. But Laura sent me Reiki. I woke up this morning and I felt great. I felt so good. So I probably look a little bit fresher, a little bit more awake than I was last time. So, Anita, did you like the message? I do like it when I can channel it and hear the words exactly how they are intended instead of paraphrasing. For many years, I paraphrased. I would hear the message, or I'd see something played out in my third eye, like a little video. Sometimes it would be just a flash of a symbol or a series of symbols. Sometimes the symbol would be drawn out. So it was through third eye. I could hear it whispered. I could feel it or just know it in my heart. And I would paraphrase and I'd say, well, I'm getting the sense that this is the message or this is the image, and I would interpret it. The messages are so much cleaner and so much more clear when I can just be the conduit and have them speak through me. And I just sort of zone out and step aside and let the messages come through. Um, oh, Chris, did you? No, I'm going back up here to look at the names. And Becky, thank you for asking. Um, yeah, I don't want to go to the dentist for a while now. That should do me. Chris, beautiful and amazing message. I'm glad that you liked that. And Becky, thank you to the angels for their, oh, and I'd like to say at the end, thank you, thank you, thank you, dear angels. I just like to tap my heart, tap my chest, and say, thank you, thank you, thank you, dear angels, for that beautiful, beautiful message. And I'll listen to the video afterwards so I can hear the message again. Um, and Treva says, I love hearing the messages channeled through you. I've learned to appreciate all I do and go through knowing I am being prepared for my next journey. Ah, beautifully expressed. You write the most beautiful messages, Treva. I love your messages are always optimistic, always bright. So I love reading what you post. Anita, very beautiful message. I'm glad I'm feeling better too. Thank you. yeah, yeah, Treva, you agree. Uh, Mouth and ear issues are the worst. God, I'm feeling better. Oh, I'm glad I'm feeling better. I just laid on the sofa. Laid on the sofa. I curled up with the blanket, and I had little Gracie with me. She's down by my feet right now. My sweet little Gracie. I love her so much. Um, okay, I haven't sneezed, so that's good. Do you have any questions? Oh, beautiful. Do you have any questions about fluidity or some of you have said that the message made sense to you about instead of struggling or trying to force your way through, to go with the flow. And it's so much easier. And the journey can be enjoyable, an enjoyable one when you're floating down the stream and going with the flow instead of making it more difficult for yourself. These messages are always for me as well. It's not always for all of you. I mean, it's for all of you, but it's also for me. I'm the conduit through which the messages flow, but the messages are reminders for me as well. Just because I'm bringing the messages through doesn't mean I have all this down pat. I'm doing my best and I'm learning as well. So I hope you enjoyed hearing about the Zia tribe. I just found that fascinating. Do any of you have any questions? Um, and then I'm so excited. I'm going to go work with this now and get the copper tube out or get the copper wire out and see if I can lay out a pattern to make this design. And this is the symbol, this is the sun symbol that appears on the New Mexico flag. And I think it is a yellow flag and it has the red symbol. And then the license plates have the same symbol on it. And I've always thought those looked beautiful. And I think it's one of the only 4 US flags that doesn't have blue in it. I've been Googling a lot about this. Anyway, so tell me any questions, any comments you want to make. And always, it's just a beautifully orchestrated who comes together during this time. That it's just the right group who comes together for the live. Other people will watch this later as a recorded video, but I want to thank you all for being here because I love each and every one of you so much. The ones I've met and the ones that I haven't met in person. I just love you all, and I'm so grateful for this community. And I'm always excited looking for the evenings that I get to check in with you. Um, Becky, you'll listen for the replay of what you missed. Yep. Uh, Anita, it's fascinating hearing about the Zia tribe and can't wait to see your finished design. I will just trust and I will go with the flow. I'll make this. I just imagine having the 4 wires coming out here, leaning against here, and then wire wrapping it against this. So I usually play things in my mind and can turn it's like these 3D computers where you can turn the images. I see that in my mind. I think, oh, I would wrap it like this. Oh, and then it would go like this. So I just need to play it for a little bit. I love you too, Becky. Thank you for that nice message. Candy May, you just woke up from a long nap from having a cold. Oh, yep, it's good to rest up, to be really gentle with yourself, and you're most welcome, Candy May. I'm glad that you're here. And Linda, thank you for all the information that I passed on today. And oh, happy Women's Day. Is that today? Oh, I bet it's tomorrow, right? Because you're in India, I believe, and you're 12 and a half hours ahead. So you say good morning. So it's tomorrow morning. So thank you for that. So I appreciate your company, and I will be on again on Wednesday, same time, and we'll see what I'm guided to offer you that time. But I'll be working on my project. Maybe I'll have something to show you. So take care. Have a great week, and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye.